Okay, well, joining us today is Rolf Gerritsen and Stephen Malloy from Shortwave Life Sciences. Thank you very much of you for joining us. Rolf, how are you, first of all?
Very well. Thanks for having us, Mark. Much appreciated.
Yeah, no problem. And Stephen, good to meet you for the first time. How are things?
Yeah, very well, thank you. And thanks for today.
Good, no worries. Well, Rolf, let's come to you first then. Let's get a bit of an update, if we can, on what's been going on from a corporate level. So you've, of course, completed that business review here, and you've sort of set out your digital strategy, which we will talk to Stephen about in a moment. But from your words, what's happened from a high-level corporate overview?
Look, as a result of the business review that we've completed, we now have a very strong framework for the creation of shareholder value. And we're in the process of implementing that. Really, three key aspects. The first, we've appointed a medical advisor to the board who will lead the plan and the human feasibility study on psychedelic, and that will be, really driving the core business forward. Steve, who's here with us today, and he'll talk a bit more about this later on, is joining as executive director to really drive the digital treasury asset management strategy forward and really give that the attention it requires, and making sure that it's integrated into the core business. And then third, last but not least, and most importantly, in my opinion, we have sufficient funding to drive forward these two initiatives. So I think from an investor's point of view, that's pretty key because it will help us drive value in a relatively short period of time.
Indeed, indeed. Well, thank you, Rolf, for that. So, Stephen, let me come to you now then on the digital asset treasury management strategy. Just perhaps in your own words, explain what that means, first of all.
Well, the digital asset treasury space is a very fast moving and exciting space. We're seeing an ever increasing number of companies consider, if not begin, to acquire digital assets as part of their business strategies, and in my opinion, for good reason. And I'll give you three or four data points that reinforce why digital assets make up one of, if not the most exciting new asset classes we've ever seen, as a prelude to answering your question. So firstly, we've seen crypto wallet adoption growing twice as fast as internet IP addresses did in the 1990s. And some experts forecast we'll get to 4 billion, or roughly half the global population, by 2030. Secondly, it took just 1 year since the largest economy in the world approved Bitcoin ETFs for the largest from BlackRock to reach $80 billion in AUM. And so for some context, it took the equivalent gold product 15 years to get there. It is the most successful financial product of all time. And thirdly, Bitcoin's the best performing asset of the last 16 years since launch. $1 at launch would be worth $1.6 million today. And the volatility, and this is key for corporates and for many entities, the perceived risk is becoming more acceptable as we see the passage of time. And now it's corporates' turn. And there we come to digital asset treasuries, and we're seeing corporates increasingly adding Bitcoin and other digital assets to the balance sheet. And if we take Bitcoin as a proxy for digital assets, given its market cap is over half of the whole asset class, individuals are the largest holders with over 2/3 of all Bitcoin. But this is in decline as financial institutions, as I've just outlined, are following fast, and now corporates. And to give you an idea of the rate of change there, corporates have gone from owning or representing 1% of Bitcoin ownership 2 years ago to 6% today. So within 2 years, it's significantly moved on.
Okay. So when you say it's corporates' turn now to get involved in this, what opportunities do you see for Shortwave in particular, and what will you try to bring in?
Well, with appropriate risk management practices, I think digital asset treasuries will bring operational excellence. They will bring financial resilience in times of ongoing times of inflation, certainly fiat currency debasement, and you have to obviously do it the right way and ensure you're working with the right partners that are offering institutional grade custody and protection for the company and our shareholders.
Okay, good. And just finally, Stephen, if I can, I think it's perhaps your first role on a public company level. Just tell us a bit about why you decided to take this role.
Yeah, very excited. Feel very honoured and privileged to take on the role. My experience is I've had a lot of experience in monetising digital assets. I built a commercial market for a virtual world in 2008, and was founding partner of a hybrid digital and traditional asset hedge fund in 2021. And so, exciting times ahead, and really delighted to be on board with Shortwave.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, both of you, for your time today, Rolf Gerritsen and Stephen Malloy from Shortwave Life Sciences.
Lovely. Thank you. Thanks, Mark.
If you enjoyed this interview, then give us a thumbs up, a like or a retweet. Subscribe to us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter and hit that notification bell to be the first to know when we release new content. There's loads of great content on our website too, across all our programs at stockboxmedia.com. Thank you for watching.